Okay, so welcome back to the Adventures of Jack Heartland, and you know what, today what's happening is we've kind of upgraded for today's adventure. Elias, welcome back.
Thank you.
But now you'll see that we've got a whole bunch of people in the vehicle because we had to get an off-road vehicle and we had spot for 4 more people, and we're going to introduce you guys a little bit later on. You will see we are literally in the middle of nowhere on our way to Malgas to cross the Brede Rivier. Yes. How are we going to cross it? We'll show you in a couple of minutes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Crew, are you ready?
Oh, yes, we are.
You're supposed to say aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah.
All right,
Aye, aye.
I'll introduce you guys to these amazing people in the back of the vehicle. Not right now, but soon. We are traveling amongst the farms in the Southern Cape to the De Hoop Nature Reserve. But we have to cross the Brede Rivier at Malgas to get there. Agricultural land in the Southern Cape is some of the most sought after in South Africa. This is a winter rainfall region, and these rolling hills produces a large segment of the country's food supply. But at this time of the year, lands are resting before the next planting season starts. This is the Brede Rivier, and we have to cross it at Malgas. It is one of the largest rivers in South Africa, and as the name states, Brede, or translated to broad, this river will not be a small crossing. The bigger challenge is that there is no bridge over this river, just a pontoon. As I've mentioned, we are here at the Brede Rivier, but there's no bridge here. There is a pontoon that goes across, and we are going to see now if we can cross it with our amazingly big vehicle. This is really cool. Have a look at this. The old pond, which was connected to a cable and drawn by hand across the river, was constructed more than a century ago. And in 2020, a new motorized pond was commissioned to allow public traffic to cross the Brede Rivier at this point, avoiding a time-consuming and expensive 90-kilometer detour by road to reach the other side of the river. Operating hours are 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening, and it's free of charge thanks to the Western Cape government. So this is the Malgas Pont, and because they don't have a bridge, you basically need to go across. I don't know how many times these guys go across each day, but just for the time that we've been here, they've been up and down and up and down. This is so much fun, unless you work here, I guess. It used to be done by hand and cable, but recently, over the last 2 years or 3 years, they've had this automation with machinery and stuff like that. But still, an experience like this is nice. We just crossed the Brede Rivier on the pond, the Malgas Pond, and before we drive on to De Hoop, where we're actually going to spend some time, I thought maybe it's time to introduce you guys to the guests in the car today with me and Elias. So first we've got Basil.
How you doing?
All right, he's always weird like that. And his lovely wife.
Helena, hi, pleased to meet you.
And then right there in the back, it's Leonie. And then we've got Tian on that side with a punt in the back. Oh my word. Yeah, and we thought that I was weird. But I forgot somebody very, very special. Can I introduce to you Evan? That might look like Helena, but Evan is almost here. This is the weirdest episode that I've ever done. But no, let's go. It is not very far to our destination from Malgas Pond, but because it's a gravel road, it does take some time. Luckily, the scenery along the way is worth the slow drive. Our trip today is the practical manifestation of traveling the back roads and off the beaten track. The Whip Collection is our destination for today's adventure, and it is located on the Whip Nature Reserve. The reserve is managed by Cape Nature and lies about 3 hours from Cape Town in the Overberg region near Cape Agulhas, the most southern tip of Africa. This area is approximately 340 square kilometers and is one of the largest natural areas overseen by Cape Nature. Included in the reserve is the De Whip Marine Protected Area that extends 3 nautical miles out into the ocean from the coastline. And that is also where we will find their famous white sand dunes.
Welcome to the Whoop.
I will tell you one thing, the wind is blowing way more than I appreciate, but here's the thing. The wind here is kind of a common thing that you will always find, but not always. We just got to get the best day for wind. Now, to give you an idea, I spoke to our guide, which I will introduce to you shortly. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be traveling all around here by the sand dunes to the ocean, because gotta see the ocean, and then coming back here to the Vleilande and check that out, and then we're coming back to the restaurant for something to drink before we leave onto Cape Agulhas. I do want to add that we are missing one lighthouse, and that lighthouse is somewhere around here, Infanta Lighthouse. So we don't have much of a choice. We have to skip that one. But just note that we are currently right over there and the lighthouse is over there. So we're officially missing this one. The next one that we're going to get is Bredasdorp. So yeah, we're missing on Infanta. I'm really excited for the sand dunes. I like the sand dunes and naturally the ocean. What do you expect? The ocean is beautiful. Okay, Dylan, are you our
Guide, tour guide for today.
The wind is blowing so bad
Yes.
that I'm not going to hear anything that you say.
But
Okay.
we'll continue.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out along the way.
All right, show the way.
Always.
Let's go. Ooh, that's bright. We will have to continue our adventure next time when we take a very rough shortcut to the spectacular sand dunes and get sandblasted by the crazy wind. And in the meantime, do not forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and please share.